Welcome back to another episode of Demo Mondays. Demo Mondays is a video series where I invite software developers for Amazon sellers and I invite them to present their products just like this on the screen. And today my guest is Pixelfy. And Pixelfy is presented by Anthony Bui-Tran. Hello, Anthony.
Hey guys, Augustus, thank you again for having me, back on your content, right? I think last time we were, working a little bit together was for one of your online digital summits, right? Was that the last time?
Yes, it was like 1 year ago. So I'm glad to have you again. But this time you are not giving the content about selling on Amazon, but you're giving presentation of some useful tool for Amazon sellers, which when I did the research, it's quite unique. I think not so, you don't really have competitors, I would say. So let's go deep into that. So Pixelfy, what problems does it solve for Amazon sellers?
Let me just describe, why we made it, right? So we were driving, say, like Facebook traffic and influencer traffic to our Amazon listings, but every time we did that, we couldn't track it and we couldn't build any assets off of that, right? So, me, Nick, Fernando, and our partner Leo decided to fix that, right? We were inspired by a couple other softwares in different spaces, and we decided to bring Pixelfy to the Amazon space. What Pixelfy basically does is it allows you to use any of the super URLs that are like currently working. Right now, we have the Supreme and the Search Find By URLs that are working really, really well. But in addition to someone just clicking on the URL, they will also get pixeled by whatever tracking code you add to it. So Pixelfy is like a more advanced tool, I would say, for Amazon sellers. So in any situation where you're driving traffic to your Amazon listings from like Facebook, Google Shopping, influencers, right? And you want to add a tracking code such as your Facebook pixels or Google Analytics or, like a Pinterest tracking code, like whatever it is, you can have those pixels fire off whenever a user clicks on that. And this allows you to do retargeting, custom audiences, lookalike audiences, and all that good stuff that you need as a marketer on Amazon. Does that make sense, Augustus?
Yes, of course. So let's see, how does it work? And I know you have some presentation, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll share my screen. So this is just like a website of what it looks like, just so you guys are familiar and when you guys are going to it. But essentially, the easiest way for me to explain Pixelfy is by walking through a use case of how we use Pixelfy, right? And that's what this PowerPoint today is going to be for. So launching products, right? And when it comes to like launching products on Amazon, Pixelfy like solves that problem too, right? The issue with like the current launch services that are out there right now on the market is that, sometimes they can cost at least $250 per launch plus the cost of goods, right? And when you're launching through these services, the services don't give you any assets that you can build off of, right? They don't give you access to the user's email. If the launch service is using like a ManyChat funnel, you don't get access to any of those subscribers on a ManyChat funnel. And you don't also get to train your Facebook pixel, right? And then lastly, one of the most important things is you can't talk to your customer after they, purchase it through the launch service. You can with an email follow-up, but as we go through this, you'll understand what I mean of how you can't talk to the customer and how with Pixelfy you can talk to the customer. Okay, so basically what we did is with the method I'm going to talk to you guys about is what we dubbed a solo launch, right? So the price of your launch is within your control because you're running your own Facebook ads and you're still using your cost of goods to launch your product. But however, throughout this process, you are going to gain emails, you are going to gain ManyChat subscribers, you are going to train your Facebook pixel, and you can talk to the customer throughout the process and after. Okay, and that's what makes it really powerful when you're trying to build assets as an advanced Amazon marketer. Okay, we've had a couple people that have used it in like recently in this year, saying like the superior URL works really good. We renamed this to the Supreme URL. And one of the other combos that's been really good for users is using Pixelfy and Rebate Key for their launches. I won't go through the Rebate Key example on this one, but just so you know, what we found in 2019 is when you launch and use a couple of different tactics versus just one tactic, it really helps juice everything a little bit more. So say like Facebook ads with PPC with rebate key, that's one of the good ways. All right, so I'm gonna go over the solo launch, and then this is one of my launches that I did at the very beginning of this year. As you can see, we got to page 1 for some of my very main keywords with higher search volume. You know, rank 4, rank 3, rank 2, rank 1. I'm pretty happy with that. As long as I'm in the top 10, I'm pretty solid. And we did this through a solo launch. All right, so solo launch, what you're gonna need to learn about it in order to set it up, right, is you're gonna have to understand Facebook ads a little bit. You're gonna have to understand what super URLs are, and you're gonna have to understand what ManyChat is, right? So Facebook ads are your source of traffic. So super URLs are basically different URLs that juice Amazon's algorithm just a little bit more than using a regular URL when they're driving traffic. You'll understand what I mean as we go through this a little bit more, and I'll dive into why the Supreme URL is stronger than just a regular URL. And then ManyChat is just like this new thing that Facebook released that really allows you to just be more interactive with customers on Facebook. Okay. So the solo launch, right? This is going to be an overview, and I'll have pictures going over it, but this is a quick summary of how it works. A user is going to see a Facebook ad. They're going to enter into a ManyChat flow where we collect a user's email, right? And then we send a user to purchase our new product on Amazon through the super URL from Pixelfy. And once they purchase it, we ask them for their order ID from Amazon, and we verify their order has been placed, is legit, and then we send a rebate to the customer, right? And this has been working really well for us. So this is an example of a Facebook ad. So dissolvable food labels. If you're not familiar with this, this is kind of like what chefs kind of use on like some of their boxes outside. It's a food label for food prep, and it just washes off in the water if you need to use it. But this is going to be an ad that, for example, like a customer sees, right? So you're gonna write some benefits, and then you're gonna say, click below to receive your free dissolvable food labels, right? Because we're giving them 100% rebate, right? And here's a link that you can use to actually see the whole solo launch example live on your phone. So feel free to enter in this link, and you guys can like see the flow like through your phone or through your desktop. So once they click on this ad, right, they either hit get offer or they click on the image. They're gonna get a message sent to their messenger, right? And with inside their messenger, what it's going to happen with the way we design it is like we have a photo of the food label, right? And then we're like, hey, thanks for your interest in the food labels. We'll limit it on stock, but we have a few more to offer for free, right? So we build a little bit of scarcity, and we also let them know that it takes 2 minutes to really get it, right? And the thing is, you kind of control what they can say or what they can do. And there's literally only one option for them. And as soon as they click, sure, I do, what's going to happen is this message pops up, right? We have this in our example just because people thought it was a real product giveaway. But step 2, or the step 1 is like type below your PayPal email. This is how we would provide you your 100% rebate so the product is free, right? And then the customer types in their email, and this is how you collect the email, right? So you can use it for future marketing purposes, build a custom audience, build a lookalike audience off of that, right? As a marketer, you know how important assets such as email are. And in addition to that, right, after they enter in their email, a message will pop up from the ManyChat bot saying, got your email, thanks. Purchase your food labels via the get my free labels button below, right? And then the button is right here. So when they click on this link, we have a Pixelfy link set up, and this is the Supreme URL. What I want to let you know about the Supreme URL is that this bold section of text right here is something that is generated by Amazon that is unique to each time a user clicks on a Amazon link. Right? It's generated in real time, so it mimics what Amazon would create if a user was browsing organically and clicked into your listing. And that's why it's more powerful than just sending a URL where it just has the ASIN at the end, okay? And we can go, and I'll give you guys a quick demo of how to create that inside Pixelfy, like right after this. So they're gonna go Amazon, click on this, and they're gonna hit by the Supreme URL, and they're gonna get a Facebook. Your Facebook pixel is gonna fire off when they click on this before they get to Amazon. Once they order the product off Amazon, what you're gonna go ahead and do is you ask them to confirm their order ID. Here's like a simple example of like how we like send image to like go find with instructions of how to find the order ID. So with the order ID, they just enter it in or copy and paste it. And I just typed in some gibberish on mine. And then a message will pop up saying like, awesome, the rebate will be delivered to your PayPal account in less than 24 hours. If you have any questions, please let us know. And we'll promptly answer it within the next 24 hours. And then this is where my team will go ahead and just double check the order ID and send these users a PayPal rebate. The good thing about this is you're getting full price buys. You're building your mini chat list. With the full price buys, these users can leave a review, right? It is against, TOS, of course, to like ask users within your mini chat funnel for a review, just so you guys know. And then you are collecting the email within this. You are collecting the mini chat subscriber in this, so you can follow up both ways with the user after this. But yeah, so the solo launch has been working really well. What I want you guys to know is similar to that link I gave you guys earlier, you guys can get this exact template for free. So for the entire audience, I guess this, this flow that we had like up earlier, you guys can get the entire flow, and you guys can see the entire flow by just going on this link, right? Same with the other link too. But now what I want to do is I just want to just go through the inside of the software and just show you how easy it is to create a link. Okay, so let's go in here. And then right now we're logged into one of our demo accounts. But generally what you would do first is you would add like a tracking code from like your Facebook pixels or so. And once they're inside, you can tag any link with the different tracking codes. Currently, we don't have any in here, but the way it looks like when you're adding a tracking code is you just put the code name in here, and then you just copy and paste over, say, like the Facebook pixel or Google Analytics pixel, your active campaign pixel, just like whatever pixels you guys want, you can attach it here. And you can add multiple ones, such as Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, different ones. But to create the links, right, it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward too. So the most common links right now is the Supreme URL and the search find buy URL. Those are the two that are working the best. The search find buy is working the best right now. It has more juice in terms of our testing compared to the Supreme URL. The thing is, the Supreme URL makes the user go directly to an Amazon page, while the search find buy takes you to like a page where there's like 10 items on it. So the drop-off rate is a little higher. However, if they do go through the whole process, then you get more juice for that. One other thing I want to highlight too is one of my favorite things is the URL rotator. So one of the issues that I had when I was working with influencers, right, is that if I wanted to use a super URL, for an Amazon product, and I wanted to rank for the keywords like green camping bag, right? And I wanted to try to rank for different keywords, I would have to ask the influencer to change their, like, say, like YouTube description, right? And 9 out of 10 times, they're like too busy to do that. They don't want to go back and forth and change their YouTube description. With a URL rotator, you can change it in on the back end of Pixelfy, right? So if we create like 3 different Supreme URLs, one that says green camping bag, camping bags with an S, we can all put that with inside the URL rotator, and we just have to provide the influencer with one URL. And that makes it super easy for you to just change it out in the back end in case you want to rank for other keywords. But say we want to create the Supreme URL, you just click in here, use like whatever name you want. Oops, how did that paste? Let's say Supreme, and then you can go ahead and get this ASIN. Yeah, so you're going to need the ASIN. And I like to put it inside of the header to make it easier for me. And you're going to copy and paste over ASIN. And here are the different marketplaces actually we support. Oh, so we do have Canada, but these are the ones we currently support. If reviewers want us to kind of move on to another area, just please let us know in the support. The more messages we get, the more likely we're going to add it to the top of our pipeline. And then keyword wise, right? So say you want to do a camping bag, right? We can just do that, right? And then you can add the tracking code such as Facebook Pixel or anything like that. And one of the cool things in Europe is that we definitely do have GDPR consent. So you can turn this on if needed. And then there's just a button that pops up that says like confirm that you will be you're aware that you're like getting tracked by cookies and whatnot. And then campaigns are just like a way for you to just hold all of like the ASINs in like one section. So say it's all your camping stuff and you want to keep it separate from your beauty stuff when you're just looking through all of your URLs that you create, then it just makes it a little bit easier. So once you hit create, right, it will start generating. Yeah, so now that we learned how to create just like any link in Pixelfy, another thing I want to really highlight to you that is pretty useful and that's really been upping our conversion rates is that we just released this feature like a couple of days ago, very simple but very powerful, is that we are allowing users to customize the suffix URL, like the end of the URL, to make it more friendly to like your users, right? So for this example, we had like a hit band. So it just says pixelfy.me, hit band, right? And you can customize this to whatever you want, camping bag, the name of your brand, or anything that's like really useful or relevant to your audience. We're using like these links too with inside our affiliate links on say like YouTube. So we'll have like pixelfy.me / like demo Monday. So we'll have like pixelfy.me / not pixelfy.me, but like Helium 10 or something, right, for our affiliate links. So our brands are doing this. Affiliate marketers are also using this, which has been like an interesting user base of users that we've had for this product. But yeah, so basically creating super URLs in Pixelfy is super easy. If you guys do have any questions on like how to set up URLs or any of these different features, or you're even wondering like which URL to use that's like currently working, just send support an email and we'll tell you guys which combo we've seen has been working the best for users as of right now when you're watching this video. So premium URL till you get your product on the first page, and then search find buy once your product is on the first page has been the best combo that we've seen so far in terms of ranking your product on Amazon. Cool. Other than that, Augustus, thank you for having me on today. I appreciate your time and I appreciate you giving me a chance to demo a product to your audience.
Perfect. And could you cover quickly the pricing of your product? What are the plans and how the different pricing responds to, I don't know, to number of clicks or number of products?
Okay, yeah. So our pricing starts like pretty cheap, to be honest. So it starts at $3.99 and it goes up to $99.99. The main thing that changes within all these plans is how many clicks you're sending to your Amazon listing, right? So an average person that is just like maybe ranking like their first product, the starter plan or the essential plan is more than enough for what you guys need. As you get more advanced and you're sending more traffic to your Amazon listings from like influencers, resending traffic to your ManyChat audience, resending traffic from your email list, then like the professional plans and others like move up a little bit. That makes sense?
So yeah, you have very nice tools. So I understood it's not only for Amazon sellers, but also for people who want to hide their affiliate links and everything. But can you share any other features you're planning to release in the near future?
Yeah, so in addition, so right now you saw that we had custom suffixes where it's like pixelfy.me / whatever. The next one that's in the pipeline for sure that we're working on right now is having a custom branded domain. So, instead of having pixelfy.me / whatever, if your brand was called, I don't know, Apple Camping, you could do www.applecamping / whatever suffix, and you can brand your own URLs, right? So it just makes branding your product a little bit easier. Other than that, we did just release the QR code feature all the links have a QR code also built into it. And it's something we're testing a little bit more before we're pushing. We did it because like we wanted it. So essentially what we're doing is we're putting QR codes in addition to links below it, but we're on all of our product inserts, we have a QR code that says join our VIP club, right, for that. And then the link also there in case they want the link. And then we also have a QR code for like support, right? It's like, hey, are you unhappy with your product? Just take a photo of this like QR code and it takes them straight to our support email. And then it's very easy for users to basically report about their problems. So my first batch of products is going to Amazon right now with the QR codes yet. So I'm not 100% sure how this test is going to really work, but I'm hoping for like really, really good results because of like just making it easier for the customer to complain about a bad customer experience versus complain on Amazon will hopefully reduce like negative reviews and allow us to have a one-on-one dialogue with the customer.
I'm so glad you mentioned the custom domain feature. This is the first question I wanted to ask, or I thought I will be suggesting a cool feature, and you just said it as the first on the list. That's perfect, because I'm thinking, you know, a brand owner or affiliate marketer, he would like to have links with his own domain or her domain.
Yeah, so basically we have like a product roadmap, but we really listen to like what is hitting our like fresh desk like support email of people like requesting that, right? Another thing we're looking into, but we're not entirely 100% sure how to execute this perfectly for our users, is that people are using a lot of Amazon associate links when they're running Facebook ad traffic, and they're using that to really track their sales on that from Facebook to, I guess, their affiliate product or their own product. And we're trying to figure out what the best workflow for that is, how best provide like analytics on the dashboard for that. So that's something we're toying with, and we're like talking to different users within our, you know, our users of how they're currently doing it, how they're using it effectively, and then we're gonna get all the information together and then like wireframe it out and then build it out hopefully soon. Yeah.
Great. And if someone wants to ask you questions or get support while when they are signing up, what's the best way to contact the support team?
Yeah, so you can contact us two ways. Support@pixelfy.me is one way via email, and then other way is through our Facebook Messenger bot, right? So the bot will be there, but there will be a live person that responds to all your questions that you have on our Facebook page for Pixelfy.
Perfect. And the final question, do you have any offer for Demo Mondays viewers?
Dude, Augustus, of course, for your audience, yeah. So what we can do is we can set up a discount code in the link below, and we'll just, I guess in the link below and the comments below for your audience, we do 15% off for everyone that signs up through your link below. And if you guys have trouble with, you know, activating that code or activating that link, just let us know at support, and we'll be more than happy to honor it for you guys.
Perfect, Anthony. Thank you very much, and see you in the next videos. Bye.
All right. Thanks, Augustus. Thanks for having me on again. See you guys.